Hey everyone, it's Felicia with Dear World Traveler, and today we are going to talk about Uvita, a small town on the western coast of Costa Rica, and I truly had an unforgettable time there, and I'm so excited to share the review of the city with you. In this video, I'm going to tell you where to stay, things to do, and places to eat. Everything you need to know. To start things off, it's important to know how to get to Uvita. We flew into San Jose International Airport. We then picked up a rental car and made the 3 to 4 hour drive to Uvita.
I wasn't even recording.
That's hilarious. I'm like, she got me chewing in this video.
Alright, we're gonna take two. I almost got ran off the road, but we're still alive.
And she driving crazy.
There are also a few bus options to get you there, but I wouldn't recommend them since you'll still need a car to get around once you're in Uvita. Plus, if you take the coastal route, the views are picture perfect, and there's a popular crocodile viewing bridge over Rio Tarcoles that you can stop at for a quick break during your road trip. Now I'll tell you where to stay. This is where the trip got a little interesting for me. I stayed in 2 different hotels, and I'll tell you why in a second. The first hotel was Oxygen Jungle Villas. This is the perfect place to relax and clear your mind. It had endless jungle views, the grounds were beautifully flowered, and each villa had its own private space. Our room was the perfect romance hideaway, and this is where it got a little tricky.
April 23rd, is it the 23rd? 2017. Leah just helped me finish my birthday photo shoot. Best roomie ever. We are at Oxygen Jungle Villas in Uvita, Costa Rica.
Uvita. And Uvita.
It's a little blurry because it's so steamy.
They'll let you know we slept in the bed.
Yeah. There's 3 of us here. It's only supposed to be 2. We about to get kicked out. But we gonna hold on to the end. To the end.
See, I went to Uvita with my mom and a close friend to celebrate my birthday. A quick girls trip. But the hotel has a strict policy on a maximum of 2 people per room. And there were 3 of us. We were able to stay the first night without any problems, but the second night they were threatening to charge me for 2 villas. 2. No. So we decided to leave and went to another hotel. Our second hotel was Los Laurales. I know what you're thinking. This is horrible. And you know what? It was a huge step down from the villas, but it was clean, it was much cheaper than the villas, and the staff was really friendly. But there's more. The morning after we checked in, I went outside to lay on a hammock for a little while, and after about 10 minutes, I hear my mom in the room screaming at the top of her lungs. So I go in there to see that she accidentally stepped on a gecko in the bathroom and the tail broke off when it ran away. Thankfully, my friend was a brave soul, found the gecko and set it free outside. Geckos live in Uvita. It's common to see them, and I'm sure if we stayed in the villas longer, we would have saw them there too. A few tips related to the hotels. 1. Oxygen Jungle Villas are beautiful and perfect for a romantic getaway. However, ladies, if you're traveling on a girls trip and you're with your friends or your sisters and you want to try to squeeze more than 2 people in a room, don't do it. They won't allow it. And the final tip, if you're traveling on a budget, check out Los Laurales Hotel. Okay, that's enough about hotels. Let's get into all the fun things you can do in Uvita. First up is ziplining through the jungle. The activity included several different lines, suspension bridges, which I hated, and a Tarzan rope, which I loved. Next up is an ATV tour. Riding ATVs through the countryside and seeing different parts of the town was thrilling. We even stopped at a coffee farm. It's said that Costa Rica produces some of the best coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but if you are, it may be worth a try. They also gave us fresh fruit as a snack at the end of our tour. The final stop on the ATV tour was an epic waterfall. This natural water slide was an opportunity I could not pass up. If you decide not to go on the ATV tour, you can still visit the Uvita waterfall on your own and just pay a small entrance fee of about $2 to $3. Alright, you're in Costa Rica, so it's obvious that you should go to the beach, right? Uvita is known to have beautiful sunsets and the beach is a great viewing spot. We found a free place to park and spent some time walking in the sand. If you're looking for nightlife, there are clubs and bars a short drive away in neighboring towns like Dominical that you can go to. When you leave Uvita and drive back to San Jose, you may have to stay in San Jose for one night depending on what time your flight leaves. If you do and you have some spare time, City Mall is a great place to shop and get something to eat. Okay, I've given you places to stay and things to do, now I'll tell you where to eat. The first place is Cebu Cafe. It had a nice outdoor patio, was easy to get to, and the food was good. We ate there on several occasions for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Another restaurant is a pizza place, La Fogata. It was a cool place for lunch. We also tried to eat there for dinner, but the power went out, so we went to Marino Balina restaurant instead. Oxygen Jungle Villas also serves food. We ate there our first night for dinner. This was one of the most memorable trips that I've had, and I absolutely recommend you go to Uvita. I know it can be difficult to keep up with all of this information and piece it together, so to make it easier for you, I've created a full itinerary on dearworldtraveler.com that you can use to book your trip. I'll link it in the description below. And before I go, I'm going to give Uvita a rating out of 5 stars based on my trip. What do you think it is? I give it 2 out of 5 stars, and here's why. The first consideration is affordability. For 5 days and 4 nights, I spent around $1,000. And although things in Uvita can be fairly inexpensive, things like having to rent a car and staying in villas make the cost go up. I also went in April during the low season, which means lodging was at a discounted rate. If you were to go during the busy season, which is typically the winter time, then it's possible that you could pay much more. With all this in mind, I didn't give Uvita a star for affordability, but that doesn't mean you can't make it work within your budget. The first star goes to variety of things to do. As you can see from my trip, Uvita has a lot to offer for you to have a good time. Next up is ease of transportation, which did not get a star. The main way to get around is by car, which you will need to rent. I also did not give it a star for cuisine. I didn't have any issues with the food I ate there, but nothing wowed me, and there aren't any dishes unique to Uvita to try. The second star went to overall experience. Despite having to change hotels and the gecko incident, I had an amazing time. This was a great birthday trip, and the people were so nice. I would absolutely go to Uvita again, and I recommend it to anyone looking for a new vacation spot. That sums up my review of Uvita, and it's making me so excited for my birthday celebration this year. My birthday is next week, and I'll be soaking up all the sun in Koh Samui, Thailand. I'll be there for a week with friends, and I'll definitely share that review with you. For real-time footage, you can follow Dear World Traveler on Instagram and see my IG stories. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out the Uvita itinerary in the description below. Talk to you soon. Peace.